Of all the stories I've shared from Marion's past, it is the story of Marion's turn-of-the-century marvel, Electric Park, that always manages to grab the most attention. A wonder of the electric age, it's a story that gives us a rare 1904 glimpse into the rural Southern Illinois town and their idea of socializing. A wonderful bit of historic trivia I featured in the launch of this series a little over a year ago with the first episode titled, They Turned the Lights On. And today, we're going to revisit that local wonder from 120 years ago as we take another look at Marion's Electric Park. Our story begins in the 1880s with Mr. Alvin Elias Harper. A transplant from Chicago, Mr. Harper came to Marion at the beginning of the economic boom that coal would bring to Southern Illinois at the turn of the 20th century. By the 1890s, Mr. Harper had procured thousands of acres of nearby coal-rich property for steel companies in northern cities, ensuring economic growth into the foreseeable future. And in 1891, as president of the newly chartered Marion Electric Light and Water Company, A.E. Harper would turn his personal investments toward the little town of Marion, expanding the property around the town's original deep water wells and reservoir just a few blocks north of the town square. It is this area along Madison Street that would see the town's first electric generating plant. It is believed that it was around this time the concept of a park began to become part of the plan, having already served as such for years as citizens utilized the town's reservoir to find relief from the heat on those sweltering summer afternoons. This resulted in the addition of a swimming area during the initial expansion of the reservoir. Along with Marion's economic good fortune around the turn of the century came exponential growth. Initially, the power generating plant was barely able to supply power to the area just around the square, and even that was said to be sporadic. With the enlarged plant and the additional generators offering electricity to a growing population, Electric Park became one big advertisement for the Marion Electric Light and Water Company. It is from the 1905 historical souvenir of Williamson County that we get the only known images and first-hand accounts of Electric Park. Just imagine the wonder of it all to a population unfamiliar with electricity and the effects of incandescent lamps, seeing an entire park lit up at night. A stroll along the park's meandering path would take you past the 300-seat Opera House and over an arched stone footbridge. Meanwhile, young couples could paddle around the reservoir in rowboats for the princely sum of 1 cent. During the day, there was an expanded swimming area and paths lined with benches, perfect for socializing, people watching, and being seen. With Marion's housing boom in full swing, Mr. Harper turned his eye to residential development. Purchasing several acres just east of the park and reservoir, By spring of 1902, the first wooden framed homes were being constructed on approximately 34 lots along Harper Street. Today, the mere thought of such a park conjures up an idealized vision of Americana at the turn of the 20th century. A short-lived piece of town pride from Marion's past, but by 1912, Marion's growing demand for power and water had all but pushed the park out of existence. The sale of the Marion Electric and Light Company to Central Illinois Public Service in 1912 all but ensured the demise of Electric Park. Today, the entire 7 acres of Marion's electrical marvel of 1900 make up the grounds of the Marion Water Plant. Long gone are the gazebo and opera house, replaced with Pump House Number 1, and the area where the footpaths and boathouse once occupied has now, for decades, supplied reliable and safe drinking water to countless citizens of Marion. Perhaps not as beautiful as a wooded park, but undeniably serving an important function for the town and those who call it home. This is Sean Vincelette, and that is one of the stories of Marion, Illinois.